on, man? I'm buying one KB, need more tree. What's new in the loop? Let the world know who you is.
Man, Fuse from the Arts, man.
Yeah, what's going on, man? How you been, my brother?
I've been doing good, bro. How about you?
Man, I've been doing great, man. Shit, working like you is, bro, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody coming at us right now for the interviews, you dig?
We got that. We taking over the city right now, man.
Yeah, man. Very good time right now. Yeah. Now, you've been at this interviewing thing pretty much for the past, I would say, 2 years. You started your channel, I would say, what was the exact date?
Exact date was, I know it was I want to say September 1st, 2018. So it was like 3 years, going into 3 years now.
Okay, 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Okay, and then, man, you done had a lot of iconic interviews with, like, people that's not even here today, man. We're gonna get a little bit more into that, man, but you started off interviewing people like Lil Bottom, comedian Reggie Gill, BTE crew. That was a lot of the first interviews with them, you know what I'm saying? Even you just recently just dropped them with Trap and Carlito.
Oh, yeah. That was Sack and Carlito.
Sack and Carlito, okay. Yeah. So, just take me through where you from as far as in St. Louis. Like, where did you come up at?
So I came up, in the city, the north side of St. Louis. Yeah, shit, typical, growing up in the hood, black man, shit like that.
Okay. Now, growing up over there, man, did you ever find yourself getting into gang-related shit, drug-related stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Caught up in the streets and shit.
I mean, shit, I dip and dabble here and there, most definitely.
Not too much, but
Yeah, I done dip and dabble here and there, shit, most definitely, shit. I didn't have my first share of the hood, shit, I'll tell you that.
So that's in St. Louis.
Hell yeah, shit, it will come with it.
Yeah, did you, was you playing any ball in school, anything like that?
I wasn't never really into sports. Most I really did was, like, maybe box or something like that. But, like, for basketball, I played in the hood or some shit like that, but I never really got into sports like that.
Okay. Now, a lot of your interviews, man, you talk to a lot of, like, public figures in St. Louis, people that can take you through a lot of history and stories with the city. Shit, I think your interview that really took off for you, man, is the KB6 interview. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, just take me through, man, what got you into doing what you're doing in the first place?
Shit, what got me into it, shit. I originally wanted to start shooting videos, but shit, I was just at work, listening to interviews every day. So I'm like, shit, thought about like, shit, ain't nobody here doing that. At least at the time, I ain't know. Like at the time, I didn't even know about like Blanco and all that. I ain't know nothing about that at first. Shit, I just jumped in and went straight from there. And shit, like I said, I just thought to do interviews because ain't nobody doing that shit. I thought I was just trading the lane for real. I didn't know like 2X Lou, they was already doing it and stuff like that. That what really got me into it. Shit, I thought it was something different.
Yeah. And if you know about people like Vlad and shit like that, Say Cheese.
Oh yeah, that's why you listen to. I used to listen to Vlad TV, Say Cheese, Breakfast Club. That was my main thing. Listening to Breakfast Club. You see, like a lot of my interviews, I do a lot of artists, but I just don't only do artists. I did a politician, shit. I did actors. I did business owners, models, all kind of things. But the artists what got the main attention. Like you say, KB6. That was the first interview I uploaded as far as an artist. He wasn't the first artist I did, but he's the first one I uploaded. And this shit took off instantly. I had probably 26 subscribers at the time I released this interview. And probably like shit, by the end of that month, I probably got like 500 just from him. Just from his interview.
Yeah. That's dope.
That's my most viewed interview to this day.
Yeah, that interview right there was
with KBC. Yeah. That's I ain't know bro, nothing. That's my first time ever meeting him. He walked right. I was at the studio. He walked right in, and I'm like, "Shit, what's up? You trying to do an interview?" Like, "Shit, yeah, let's do it." We went from there.
Right. Yeah. Now, how do you come about interviewing your artists? Do a lot of them contact you, or are you familiar with people being from Northside St. Louis? You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say be for real shit. Like I contact people, or some people contact me, but like majority of the people, little do they know, I know a lot about them just because dealing in the streets and shit like that. I probably met them here and there. They probably just don't remember. I probably know somebody who know them. I know I just know a lot about the shit. You hear me? I just say that. I just say I know a lot of shit about the streets and shit like that, so I can really tap in to conversations about that. But I try not to. I know that's what people want to know, but I still try to take the conversation to like more of a mental. Bring mental awareness in the conversation or something like that, like really tap into the artist. Yeah.
Now, do you consider yourself a journalist or interviewer? What's the proper title you give yourself, man? Media personality, man? Because there's so many titles that come with this. What we doing?
Shit, I guess at this point, I guess I'm a journalist. And I could be, I guess, a media personality, but I say more so a journalist because I won't say media personality because nobody know how I look, nobody knows how I don't really
interact.
Yeah.
So how you look and everything.
Yeah, I don't really I guess put myself out there like that. Just like shit, it's my second interview shit. So yeah, people don't really, like I said, people don't really know who I am, so I can't be a personality. I'm an interviewer, shit.
Right, straight. I'm an interviewer. That's what I'm doing right now, man. And you do these videos from time to time.
Yeah. I do videos. I got new software and shit like that, so I'm trying to practice that a little more, see how that go.
Yeah, the shirt popping, man.
Yeah.
Go get a view from the Or shirt if you ain't got one.
Yeah, man. I just be looking back just on how it started. Shit, it started off with just a drunk night, like Reggie Gill, like you say, we was all at his house. Reggie Gillespie, shit, we was at his house. And shit, we was just drinking and shit. Me and his wife, my kid's mom at the time. Well, I say at the time, but my kid's mama, shit, we was all drinking and shit, just kicking and shit. And shit, I started off just doing them, people I know. I started off doing like sex questions and shit like that. Asking all type of kinky shit.
Right, now see you got a drinking game out now.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get more people to do that, man. I got O'Reilly Pack, I was able to link up with him and his girl, they was able to do it with me. Yeah. I'm trying to get more people to do it, but just, I guess once the weather warm up, we probably better get them popping a little more.
Right, yeah, and they starting to let people turn up a little bit more as far as regulations and getting out here for real. So yeah, more people gonna be trying to do that, definitely. And yeah, now as you progress with what you're doing, man, what's some other things you plan on getting into as far as with views from the Orch, man? You want to keep some of these things on the wraps, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I just talk about what I got now. Like I said, I'm sure, experimenting with the videos a little more. Turn over the interviews, but like I'm trying to do more entrepreneurs, artists, more continue to do the art. That's the core at this point of my foundation. But I'm like I said, I want to do St. Louis. It ain't just about the art. I don't care. I do a homeless person. You hear me? I don't care about it don't matter for the person. Like shit, if you come to me, I interview you, but I got to do my research on you. Right. I don't care about the likes and all that. That don't even matter to me. And also, I'm starting to do like the Genius videos with the lyrics and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to get into that, man. Now, you got that going on, and so there was a lot of mixed reviews. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, for the most part, was fucking with it, man. Shit, what was your take from it, man, from the reactions and everything, Well,
as far as me, like almost like mimicking them.
Yeah, and then you did the March Madness thing for the Lou. That put, man, that was what's up. I like that, man.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
Forget about that.
Yeah, I'll start off with. I'll just start off with you said with the Genius shit.
Right.
Man, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what the motherfuckers say. I'll be having to stop myself, try to keep it professional because a lot of people don't know me like know me personally. So, but at the same time, like I said, I'm with the same thing you on. So I be saying the comments and shit. I be like, I try to keep it professional shit. I ain't finna mess up my brain just off some, some bullshit, arguing with a motherfucker, some shit like that.
Right.
So I just see the shit. I don't need to be commenting, but sometimes I be want to say, shut your bitch ass up, man.
Exactly.
I don't even get all off into that.
Right. If it ain't directed, it ain't respected.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, like I got a plan with it. I ain't gonna forever keep it like that, but it caught your attention enough to watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
You hear me?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It got a view, goddamn me.
You hear me? It caught your attention to watch it. And as far as the March Madness, like the people they turn off, he got this person, he don't know what he's talking about. Originally, I took off his I forgot the page name. I think it's Established 92 or something like that, like a YouTube channel or something like that.
92.
Yeah. He made like a list of 20 rappers or some top 20 rappers 2020. Yeah. I used his list originally to make March Madness, to put all people on there. But a lot of the artists, that I put on there, like I probably started posting. I didn't even ask somebody. I just started posting this shit. 3 minutes in, I had an artist reach out to me on some, man, don't compare me to no rapper, don't compare me to no rapper or something like that. But if you're an artist, like you hear me, you can't be too big headed. I had a couple people, don't put me against him and take me out and all this. It was the original, the one that was presented was not the original list. Right. There's one artist, he posted it. You go to his page, you'll see the original list. Goddamn me, but like I say, even the artists who reached out to me, like say this shit. If he knew me, I ain't showing my face, but if he knew who I was, he would know I'm being on some straight professional shit. Because in real life, like we don't even like click for real. I just say that.
You say y'all don't click for real.
Yeah. We don't. Yeah, like I just showing love to the city. They say here, he want to try rap. I threw him in the list. I ain't no hater shit. I'm just. Right. I'm trying to, at the same time, trying to get out of that type of mentality, like as far as where I come from. I'm trying to progress in life.
Yeah, man, because I feel like there's a lot of artists stuff like they should have been on that list.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't originally. The list at the end, the last list I presented, I just started asking people who I know they wanted, so I reached out to them. Whoever responded first, they got in.
Yeah. Now we just had a little award show here, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rico Owens who put that whole thing together, man. There was a lot of people that thought they should have been in that contest, and a lot of people felt the kind of way about the outside of being in there, putting this whole thing together, though, man. But there was a lot of people in there that got awards that was well deserved, man. Everybody was a winner that night in my eye. Anybody that's doing music, media, or whatever they doing is a winner in my eye in the city, business, whatever you got going on. So, man, what was your take on that, man? Being that you got you about to hit 2K subscribers, bro. So I think you would have been up in that thing, bro. Like, how you feel about that whole thing, bro?
Man, I'm gonna start off with it like this shit. Shout out to you. You won that night with a media personality of the year. Then shout out to Blanco. He won vlogger of the year. So, but as far as how I feel about the award, like you say, shit. With me, I'm not top or nothing like that. I'm just part of the goddamn me the way that's going on with the St. Louis shit. I'm helping get everybody out, figuring more exposure to the city. But as far as the award show in the whole, I feel like they didn't have no solid like structure with it. They had like multiple categories. They want this. You got this one category, male order, female order. They just had all different type of topics, like one person or maybe two persons in it.
Yeah.
It wasn't really no real set thing. And I feel like they didn't really do their research. Because I know from my understanding, like Blanco, he wasn't really originally in it from when it was presented.
Right.
But I don't know how that probably worked out in the end. But I mean, like I said, it ain't shout out to, I ain't like hating on nobody, nothing like that. It is what it is, shit. I still came there and supported, shit, at the end of the day, shit. So, but like I said, as far as like the person who ran it or through the award, I feel like they should have did more research. Because a lot of people, they just went off, basically, from my shit, they probably just seen some fast shit and went off clout, for real. I was just people who they might know somebody who knows somebody who they didn't really dive into shit. That's how I just feel about it.
Probably somebody that got a huge following, they just going off that type shit.
Yeah. Like I said, they had multiple categories with just one person and not one nominee, so of course they're going to win.
Now, you think you capable of someone like a Blanco, maybe capable of putting together something like that, man? Some people that's really been doing their work in the city,
Yeah. I've been talking to fellow media personality, interviewer. I've been talking to people that behind the scene. They've been saying like we should do something like that. Me, you, Blanco, Chop City, Chop Talk, and 2X2. We the ones who we now right now. In this generation, we the faces of this generation for like the media. So we should be able to do that. We know what's going on in the city, so we should be able to put something together. And I think it really popped, for real, with us, shit. So I think, we are capable of doing it. Not just me, us as SCL Media, when we get in our group.
Now, how do you feel about people that say, man, he always covering beef, he always doing this and that,
I'm glad you asked me that, 'cause I wanted to talk about it. So I'll say this shit. What the rappers rap about.
Right.
So I'm doing research out of their music. I'm doing research, and at the same time, like I said, I come from that. So I know what you want to hear. You want to watch it. And I would say, even with, like I said, I think you made the post. You say like you ain't covering the beef and all that. But just answer this question. A lot of your interviews, you did a lot of interviews. Which interview you got the most views?
The Bigger Way Guala, exactly.
And what was your title? What was in your title?
The 30 Deep shit.
I did.
Like, what I'm saying? Yeah, so yeah.
And after you posted that interview,
man,
what your shit do?
That shit skyrocketed.
I did.
Because a lot of that shit gets the most attention, man.
That's what it is. Like I said, I got interviews outside of that. So that's all y'all seeing, because that's all y'all focusing on. I got interviews, like I said, I did. A fucking lady just ran for the St. Louis Board of Education. So I got models. I got actors. Shit, I got shit up like all kind of interviews, but it ain't my fault. That's what y'all want. That's what y'all watching.
Right, that's what y'all want to see.
That's not all I got though.
Yeah.
And then like I say,
because the interviews we do cover with people doing other stuff, you know what I'm saying? It don't get the most views.
It don't get the most views. You hear me? So it ain't my fault.
What we gonna do?
I'm versatile with interviews. I ain't just. It's not all I'm doing at the end of the day. So like I said, as far as people like, oh, he just coming to beef. I seen a lot of people who do interviews. They make little posts like that, but I keep professional at the same time. One man say, you know,
but they can never say you don't got a wide range because you cover a little bit of everything, man. Even on your IG, man, I see you post up even about local sports.
I'm starting the blog. You know, I try to do that.
Yeah, the blog.
I say it's just me by myself, so it's kind of hard for me to keep up with all that shit. Like a bunch of million people be writing me, I'm not a million.
You need to be doing this. You need to be posting this.
Yeah, it'd be more. Right. Not as far as I'm just saying people who be contacting me when they want to do interviews. I can't find everybody because a lot of people I may set up an interview with, they not show up. So I didn't schedule my whole day around you to meet up with you. Now I could be somebody who really want to do it, you know. And I said like that. And then most people just want to jump on just because they see all such and such did it, so they want to just be a part of it just because they want to be seen, talk their shit.
Avoiding the clout chasing.
Yeah. And I say like, even go back to the beef shit. Like I said, rappers, that's what they rap about. So like I'm gonna talk about it. Then if just like I say, my interviews, I talk about this shit, but I talk about other shit too. You only watch that part. If you listen to the whole interview, you will see I talk about other shit other than that.
Exactly, man. One interview in particular I want to get into was that Tyler the Plug interview, man. Rest in peace to him, man. You did a lot of interviews with a lot of people that's not here, man. Rest in peace, Miss Kim, KB6, man. The list go on, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, before I get into Tyler the Plug, man, how do it feel just to know that you was able to capture those moments and, you know what I'm saying, them stories on camera with them people, man, before they was ultimately deported from us?
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, at the time I didn't think about, shit's gonna happen. Yeah. But shit, it was just, I guess it was good just to be able to see her family could be able to look back and see them and talking and stuff, being in their light, you know. But that was very momentum, memorable for them to be on camera and shit like that. And I'm glad I'm honored to be able to, you know, been able to get that. I just this morning I just edited Tyler Plug's interview. Just kind of did like a flashback. I'm gonna release it later on this month.
That's one of my favorites, bro. Because I felt like when I watched that interview, it's like one of the first few interviews I watched from you where like you was really getting like in depth with, you know what I'm saying, with what was going on in his whole situation and really trying to steer this brother on the right path, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like people, they hear the beef, but they don't hear me telling them shit like that. I did an interview with
kicking that brother some knowledge, bro.
Yeah, even with, that's my main thing. I want to because like I said, I come from there, but I know what I came out of. I know who I am now. So I try to open people's eyes like to the situation I've been in, and you know, try to bring them up to like, man, that shit it ain't worth it. Right, all that shit you talking about ain't worth it. I don't know. A lot of people don't know that they look at my. You know, I don't even look like Yeah, I'm real deal.
Yeah, you seen, because I feel like you seen the potential in him, man.
Yeah. That's why I would tell him. It's crazy. I would tell him in the interview, like, man, like, I remember I met Tyler years ago, and like, I was just telling him, like, first how I met him then and how I know him now. Like, that's not even you, bro. That's not even you. And you putting yourself, just stay the promoter. Stay in that lane. Don't get into what they got going on. Right. Keep it strictly music. And I don't know if that's what caused him his life, but ultimately it led to that, him passing. Even like with what's the another rapper, one of the popular interviews I did was Bookie Glock. Like I got another part of his interview, I just never released it. I actually talked to him about the situation that he got going on. People just see that first part and hear the shit he's talking, but the other part, and like he said, I speak game to him, speak not like, bro, like I think about it, like even with not to throw names, but you got other people who they're not getting along right now. But from my point of view, like I don't know their history, but just from research, it's like they was once upon a time friends. They just kind of grew up and grew apart. That's how I look at it. So I tell them, like, man, maybe y'all, it'd be beneficial if y'all actually came back and started working together. Cause y'all both, popping. Right. Y'all put their bullshit to the side, it'll benefit both of y'all at the end of the day.
And it'll be good for the city, man.
Good for the city. That's the shit I talk about. You hear me? Yeah. Even like when I talk about Tyler, like, nigga, put a whole, you cool with D Hunter, you cool with Breezy, you cool with all these rappers from 20th. Make a whole, they popping rappers in the city. You mixtape host. put a mixtape together and put that shit out.
Right.
But
that would have been iconic like that, bro.
yeah. Most definitely.
Now, a lot of the artists that you interview, like such as Lil Bottom, man, did you know him before the music?
Yeah, I know a lot of people. I know, just like I say, from my past still I used to be in.
Right.
So a lot of people I know personally. A lot of people I know personally.
Yeah. I want to get into like as far as with the mask situation and everything, man. So, like, are you real big on the not really revealing yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You see me, motherfuckers. They trying to do a boomerang when I'm going to interview. I duck and dodge on their ass.
Do you want to talk about what happened at the radio thing or nah?
What?
The radio interview?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying, somebody go look. What is his name? You remember?
Yeah, man. So, shit. How long you plan on sticking with just staying low key? You know what I'm saying? Pretty much.
I was planning on revealing myself once I got 2K subscribers, but in return, I just said start doing interviews. Actually, a lot of my shit, somebody really watching my shit, I shared myself a couple of times. I always delete it. I shared myself a few times without my mask on and everything, but I always delete the shit. Like immediately as soon as I fall, I'll take that shit off. I want to do is wait till I get a little bigger. I don't want nobody to really like hate on me just because of who I am. Even though I'm up for like a lot of people, they see where I'm heading at in my life now versus where I was. People still fucking with it. But like I said, I got a lot of people who I know for sure won't be fucking with it. They knew who I was. I be behind the scenes just seeing them sharing shit, liking shit. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Right now, I'm just keep it. I'm probably keep it till I get a little bigger. Stay low key till I get a little bigger.
Right, stay on the Vlad tip. You feel me?
Yeah. That's what make people gravitate to it. There's somebody out there when they finally see me, like, damn, I ain't never know how you look. I be seeing people in person who always write in my inbox. I don't ever say something to them, but when I finally do, they're like, damn, that's you.
Shit, how did you come up with your logo, bro? I fuck with the logo, my nigga.
Shit, I just fucking around, bounce around ideas on the internet, and like shit. Like I said, the camera, views, I'm recording motherfuckers, and I put the arch in the middle, like views from the arch. Kind of like how I got with the name, like every view of St. Louis, like I said, it ain't just about the artist. I'm trying to get everybody, every type of, all kind of stories from St. Louis.
Right.
Yeah, but as far as logo shit, just shit, out of town, I used to smoke and shit. I just came over on some hot shit. And
so you smoke? What made you stop smoking?
What made me stop smoking? Shit. I just did an interview with young ladies saying the similar things that have made me stop smoking shit. Once I really started tapping into who I am as a person. No, I like smoking, but it kind of like clouds my vision. It kind of like it makes me paranoid. You know what I mean? If I do smoke, I gotta be in the house. If I'm out and about, shit, I'm gonna be too busy. My anxiety start kicking in. You hear me? Like right. Shit, I've been shot a few times, so.
Right, because I was gonna say, would that be coming off just from this past experience?
Yeah. So right then, I'll be on some paranoid shit. So, like I say, it helped me think of all type of shit, but overall, it's not good for me. Then another thing is shit, my job, shit, I can't smoke. They do random drug tests. I used to have hair at first. I had to cut my hair. They cut your hair. I was smoking when I first started working there, but I stopped. So then I cut my hair. I'm like, oh, fuck that.
Think about going back one day?
Not now, shit. Not till shit. I get out of this job.
I got you on.
Hell no, I make too much money.
Yeah. Man, what's the legacy you want to leave, man, when it's all said and done? The views from the arch, and as well as yourself.
Shit, as far as myself, legacy I want to leave is, something for my kid, like for like creating a different way of living for my kid versus what I've seen. Right. like breaking generational curses. This main thing as far as like providing them with ain't nothing gonna be perfect, but a stable life to where they have to they don't have to work. Like, cause I don't want them to just be lazy, just taking shit without having a real value of hard work. Basically, shit. I want to just like get them to provide, like I said, a different lifestyle for my kids, as far as it be a different way of like I said, a different way of living. Where they educated, things they see, like for how to really love themselves, how to love a woman, for my daughters, how to really love a man. You know, of course, I want them to be independent. But as far as my legacy, that's the legacy I want to leave behind. As far as me personally, as far as just, you know, for my kids, you know, create something different for them versus what I seen, so they won't have to go through the similar things that I did as a young man. But as far as views from the arts, legacy I want to leave behind, and shit, y'all legacies. If I interviewed you, like people who just out here not heard, better get their stories out. Just leave a legacy as far as St. Louis. I can see that happening. For myself, shit, for the city. And so I did a lot of interviews with people they're not here anymore. So leave those type of memories behind for people so they can come back. Like Tyler, he actually just had a daughter, and his daughter probably like a few months old, and that's something she can go back and look and see her father. You know, she like, you know, of course she's so young, she probably don't remember seeing pictures when she get older. That's something she can actually hear her father and stuff like that. So those type of things I want to leave behind. You know, like I say, shit. Like I said, as far as legacy in the city, shit, put the city on the map. In our generation, it's already on the map. But besides the murders and shit like that.
Definitely, man. You let people know, man. Black brothers, we ain't out here doing all the same things.
Yeah.
That's a legacy. That's what we let people know. That's what we showing people. We got something going on. What we doing, man? Some new ways.
Yeah. And like I say, shit. My thing is like, I don't really promote it. I do promote it, but I do it more so face to face. It's bringing awareness to, like I say, the hood shit, like elevating people's minds, like get out of that type of mentality, like the negative aspect of it, you know. Try to see people like educate the young brothers, shit, females too, but they about that shit now too. So you're teaching them like, man, hey, what you doing right now is only temporarily. You don't get older and see like, damn, this shit fucked me up. Like I was young, catching cases and shit like that, and I got older. Shit, that shit still affects me to this day. I can't do certain things, can't get certain, you know, apply certain places like for housing. I didn't, you know, die for housing that I really wanted, but because of my record and shit like that, I'm not able to do that. So that shit like really fucks you up. And that's, you know, people don't like to see like that's like
your past really is it matters.
It matters. It matters. Like, you think, oh, I was young, I was doing that shit, but when you get older and want to get your life together, you can't do all. You can't. It's just the way the government got it.
Yeah, right.
Okay, they put us in these positions, you know, these environments. You know, of course, we continuing it on, but the conditions that we are presented with, we keep it going. We make it 10 times worse. We start taking from each other. It's crap in the bucket mentality. See somebody else making out. You know, you've been around like you see somebody like you say you're doing something, say like you're doing what's new in the loop, and just pay attention to people who are around you who, you know, never seen you in that light. See you glowing, you shining, you know, getting attention and all that. Pay attention to the motherfuckers who doing like a little, like motherfuckers say, oh, you got your little interview shit going on. Hey, that's hate in a sense. They don't want to see you win for real.
Like pay attention to a nigga body language.
Yeah, that shit. That's a lot of shit I study. Like I'm real big on. I got a whole book collection. That's what really elevated my mind. I started taking the information that I know and I kind of dumb it down to people who for their understanding. You know, for help them understand, you know, things like that. Like for like you say, the body language. I study body language. I study energy.
Like
I study all that shit. You hear me? That's what I'm doing with the views from the arts for real. I do a lot of street niggas, but I really tap into their emotions. I really tap into like them as a person, you know, versus just the beef shit. It brings them out of them, you know. Versus this persona they have.
Right, this image that they want to uphold.
That's it, you hear me?
Type shit.
That's it. I be catching people off guard so much. I'm like, damn, this nigga, I almost had somebody cry in my interview, but he caught himself. He tried to hit it.
Right, 'cause I don't think a lot of people, man, we come from a background where we ain't used to people talking to us a certain way with certain kindness, a certain, trying to give a nigga just some structure, but at the same time, I ain't trying to daddy a nigga, you feel me?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Sympathize with you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it do, man. Shit, I think we covered a lot here on what's new in the loop, bro. Shit, anything you want to let the followers, the viewers know that ain't familiar with you or your page, where they can reach you at, where they can check out these awesome interviews, man. Because you just interviewed somebody from New York too.
Oh yeah, man, that surprised me. I'm like, man, he paid me.
Out.
Yeah, he reached out. I'm like, man, he paid me before I could have not even showed up. I made sure I wanted that. You hear me? That's big. For me, big for the city. Yeah. But yeah,
That's what's up.
as far as like where you can reach me at, like I say, Views from the Arch on Instagram. I got a like page on Facebook, Views from the Arch. You know, Twitter, Views from 314. What else? No, of course, the YouTube channel, Views from the Arch. You know, like, subscribe, comment on the videos, all that good shit. Everything Views from the Arch, except for the Twitter, is Views from 314.
Tap in.
And a piece of information I just want to leave, you know, for the people. Like I say, I'm a young man, you know, coming from, you know, in the city of St. Louis, North Side, and shit. Like I say, like a lot of people don't know that I've been through a lot of shit. You know, I've been through a lot of shit with these rappers. They rapping about shit. They rapping about my life shit. So that's why I can kind of relate to a lot of shit they saying. But like, at the end of the day, that shit is not about nothing. That shit is bullshit. At the end of the day, because shit, when you grow older, you'll see yourself, the people who laugh, like even the ops and all that. Of course, when blood shed, you know, you ain't gonna be too, you know, quick to, you know, rekindle certain things. But a lot of people, they start off as friends, you know, come up from grade school and shit like that. So in the end of the day, when you get older, I tell people like this: it's the gangster here. His name Fat Woods, you know, down in Trinidad. He kick it with people who, when he was my age, you know, our age and shit like that, they was straight going at it hard. Now he 80, 70 years old and they best friends. They realize that shit is about nothing.
Just to be alive, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Still here, so ain't no point in being petty no more.
You know, I say you doing
all, about to die.
Yeah, you doing all this shit. Something you ain't got no, you don't own shit. You say that's my hood. Like, really invest in your neighborhood. Like, buy some of them vacant lots. You hear me? Buy some of them abandoned buildings and rebuild your neighborhood. Because shit, if you don't, the white people gonna come in. Like, as far as my neighborhood, shit.
Now we complain.
It's gone.
Right.
It's gone at the end. It's gone. So if people, they thought back then to buy them houses and shit like that, they can make, if they want to sell their house, they can make a few grand, 100 grand and shit like that, close to $1 million just off selling their house for the things that the city is trying to do. Like, people don't pay attention to it. Like, everything that's going on now has been planned years ago, 20, 30 years ago. It just, they let the shit deteriorate before the neighborhoods, so when they come back and get it, they can buy it at a cheaper price. You know, kick your ass out. You see how North County become the new North Side.
Exactly.
So they kicking everybody out of the city so they can change the city, make it more tourist friendly.
So they gonna start kicking us out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna be in West County.
Man, I'll be about this motherfucker.
If you give like 50 years, we're gonna be in Ladue somewhere, gang banging. Hopefully not, you know, hopefully motherfuckers ain't on that shit, but that's how it go. They kick your ass out of there and get the city back. So people don't wake up and realize shit. I just say this: start reading, start educating yourself.
Right, because North County didn't change over the past 25 years.
I mean, when I was a kid, I always wanted to go. I wanted to go to North County. They had all the best bitches in the school.
So you ran to places like Kinlock and Berkeley. Like,
yeah, I ain't never. I heard of Kinlock. And, once I got started getting older, you know. But, you know, just like Hazelwood. You hear me? I couldn't wait to go. Boy, I wanted to go to Hazelwood. That's where all the best. Hazelwood Central. You hear me?
Central. Yeah.
Oh, me, I wanted to go to a county school. Bad as a motherfucker. Now, they're like the shit. It's like a regular city school now. It ain't no different. I say shit, just educate yourself. That's all I say. You know.
Educate.
Yeah. Spirit, you know, be in tune with yourself. Spiritual shit. Mind, body, and soul.
Right. Views from the Arch, listening to the loop, buy one KB. Yeah, we out, man. Classic on the way. You dig?
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned.